Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to episode 2 of The Recovering Artist. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about my experience with the Damany Center. So, my initial treatment plan started in November of 2021. I had my interview with Suparna Damany over Skype, and in that Skype session, I told her about my repetitive strain injury, the pain in my hand, my neck, the tightness in my neck, the tingling in my fingers, my fears and my concerns. After I had my interview, she put together a personal treatment plan for me, which included moist heat therapy, stretching and mobility, and a period of rest from my artistic practice. During my interview with Suparna, she also told me that when I first start doing these exercises and mobilities and stretches, that my body is going to have a reaction, which is commonly known as a healing crisis. And it's when your body experiences pain and things can get worse before they get better. And that's what did happen with me. It was a few weeks later when I was out working and I noticed my hands were like really on fire and they were painful, and of course I freaked out and I went to talk to her on Skype, and of course she reassured me that yes, this was totally normal and not to worry about it. So I was definitely grateful for the assistance and reassurance that she provided. So to start out with, the moist heat therapy was 10 minutes a day, 4 times a day. So that helped my muscles, the heat helped my muscles recover and relax. And the mobility and the stretching workout was to be done 3 to 5 times a day. And of course, I had to rest for a period of time. In a future video, I will show you how to make your own moist heat therapy packs. So look forward to that. The next thing that I did with the Damaney Center was, after the first few weeks of treatment, Suparna had me start up with a personal trainer. And he had me working with moving my body in the workout routine without the weights. And then we started off with some lightweight water bottles, which were a little too heavy, which should have been a red flag because I was still doing my stupid diet. So we started off with like 10-ounce sunscreen lotion bottles, and I was working from there. Around this time, Suparna also had me start working on my drawing again in 10-minute bursts. She also taught me how to use my screen tablet in an ergonomic fashion, and I'm going to make a video all about that soon, so look forward to that. So the first few months of treatment went fine. My entire treatment plan lasted from November to June. During this time, Suparna checked up with me and she adjusted my treatment plan as I progressed through the program. So during this time, I was steadily improving, working on increasing my drawing time and slowly, gradually increasing my weights. I had gotten up to about 1 pound of weight when things started to go south. Okay, so in spring of 2022, we had a garden, and I was thinking that I was so strong because I was lifting 1 pound of weight. And I grabbed the heavy watering can and we were watering the seeds. And I used my right arm to hold the dead weight of the watering can, and I did it over and over and over again. And my right arm got so pissed off after that, and it set me back so far. Like, I had to stop drawing again. I had to stop with the weightlifting. I had to go in complete recovery mode. And I was still confused. I was confused as to why it was happening. And it was all the dumb diet. And of course, I didn't know that it was so bad. So I didn't tell the folks at the Damaney Center about my stupid diet. I feel like if I had, I probably would have stopped it a lot sooner. So they were doing everything they could to try to help me with my problems. So it was all on me. So for the next several months, I'm kind of like in a cycle of just not knowing what to do and just kind of like treading water. However, I did pick up a few tricks during this time. I was desperately still trying to lift weights at this time. So I ordered lead fishing weights because I'm like, okay, I can't lift a pound. Where can I start? So I did like 2-ounce fish weights to start out with. And I ordered like from 2 ounces all the way up to 8 ounces because I'm like, oh, I could combine these two. And I've done that. So that was something I learned, a positive thing from the negative happenings. So by the time we get to the spring of 2023, I finally figure out what's going on, okay? So my muscles are needing to be recovered, they're injured, and so I look up what type of diet do you need to follow to recover your muscles, and it says carbohydrates on it, and I'm like, okay. I basically brainwashed myself into thinking carbs were the enemy. So I start eating carbs again, and my body basically does a 180. My muscles respond immediately, and I'm starting to build my strength back up. My muscles start recovering, and my resistance weight amount goes up, and my endurance goes up, and things just go a lot better for me. So now that I changed my diet, things have been progressing very nicely for me. I have had a nice steady increase in my weight and my endurance and my time spent drawing again. I'm currently working on an hour a day right now, and I'm almost up to a pound of weight right now, which might not seem like a lot, but I was this close to not even being able to move my body anymore because of that diet. So for me, this is a milestone for me. What I gained from the Damaney Center was a set of tools and techniques that I can use at any time I'm experiencing a symptom of my RSI, and I can switch between those techniques, so I'll never rely on just one, and the one technique won't like lose its usefulness. So I have stretching, I have nerve glides, I have heat therapy, and I have my special workout that was tailored for me. So anytime I'm experiencing discomfort, tightness, or soreness, I think back to what exactly I've done that week that I haven't normally done. I can zero in on what I'm doing wrong and fix it. And in the meantime, I can address the symptoms with those techniques I mentioned earlier. And if I hadn't been to the Damaney Center, if I hadn't took the plunge and gave them a chance, I probably wouldn't be here today. If I could give them a 5-star review again, I would. I would definitely recommend the Damaney Center to anyone who's experiencing repetitive strain injury or injuries that are adjacent to it. They gave me the advice, they gave me encouragement, they helped me figure out what was going on. So definitely, if I had to do this all over again, I would go with them every time.